Good evening, United States Drone Society. Chris is not going to be with us tonight. He's feeling ill, but I believe he might be in the chat. We got Dominic covering for him. We have special guest Bob Dempsey from Old Farts with Drones here tonight. We got a lot of content to share. Unfortunately, we will not have a visual perspective tonight. William had something happen with his tablet and he lost some files, so he wasn't able to get it done in time. So, we'll make do, but let's get the stream going. And good evening, United States Drone Society. How's everybody doing? Hey, Dominic, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, I see Chris was in the chat. I hope he's feeling better soon. He's not feeling well tonight, so we got you covering. Always great to have you cover. So I did not feel comfortable last week not saying hi to all the chat. So I think we're going to still say hi to the chat, but we're going to try to do it a lot quicker than we normally do. So I'll go through the chat. I'll say hi, and you can, say hi behind me, and we'll do it that way. And, I'd like to keep it to like around 5 minutes if we can, just so we can move on to the content. Although we did catch a couple extra minutes tonight because we don't have a visual perspective for the evening. Well, we have a contest to announce. So you've been flying it all this week?
I did last week. Trying to remember which day it was, but yeah.
Yeah. We haven't had any flying around here. It's been raining all week. And I wanted to go back to New Hampshire and capture some of the foliage, but it doesn't look like it's happening. So we'll figure something out. Chris did mention something about going to the Berkshires, I believe, and maybe that's still an option. We'll figure it out. I'd love to get some foliage, though, but I'd be disappointed if I didn't get Lake Winnipesaukee. I was looking forward to it. All right, we got a lot of content to share tonight, so I'm going to jump right in and start saying hi to everybody in the chat. We have my wife, who was first, my number one supporter. She's always first anyway. She's just always working in the background. Easy Drone Dude, how you doing? I keep forgetting his name. What's his real name? David. See, I know that, and I either remember it or I forget it. I'm working on it. Sorry, David. It's hard to remember all the names. I'll get it right one of these days. We got Bud. He's joined us in the back. How you doing, Bud? Brian, Waypoint, New England. How you doing?
Brian.
Let me see. We got Dominic. Dominic's with us, of course. Do you feel weird saying hi to yourself like that?
Yeah. Hello. Hello to myself.
Hey, Bill Walton. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. We got Warren Akarashu in the house. How you doing?
Warren.
Here's another David, I believe, 308 Drone Zone. How you doing? And Keith Russell's in the house.
Hey, Keith.
Keith posted a very inspirational video over the past week. I actually meant to talk to him about it, but I've been so busy. And then the new Spider-Man 2 game came out, so I've been trying to get the show wrapped up so I could play that. And just I haven't had any time, man. Trying, Let me see. Thomas Lee Warman, how you doing? Glad to have you here. Jerry Frank's in the house. How you doing, Jerry? Glad to have you here. Chris, get well soon, brother.
Get well soon.
We got our special guest tonight, Bob Dempsey, in the house. How you doing, Bob? Got Captain Joe America. How you doing?
Hello.
Let me see. We got Randy Props in the house. How you doing, Randy?
Randy.
Eric Lipinski. How you doing?
Eric.
We got Angel, the Drone Guy 42. How you doing, Angel?
Angel.
We got Jeff's Place. How you doing, Jeff?
Jeff.
We got Ray Kelly in the house. How you doing, Captain Ray?
All right.
We got David Ross. He's in the back room. He joined us for the open chat later. Drone and New Visuals. How you doing? Glad to have you here. And Mickey Moo. How you doing, Mickey Moo?
Mickey Moo.
Hey, Steve. How you doing?
Dave.
And we got Alex Escardo in the house. How you doing, Alex?
Alex.
And we got Night Train. Michael. Is it
Michael.
Yeah, Michael. That's right. Mr. B, how you doing? Glad to have you here. Well, we have a lot of. We got Mark White in the house. How you doing?
Yep.
And trusty old Nightbot. Nightbot will be sharing the link to Bob's channel every 5 minutes. And if you want to join the open chat panel, the link will be shared by Nightbot every so often. So make sure you watch for that. Hot Rod in Daytona. How you doing?
Hey, Rod.
And we have a Facebook user. How you doing? Glad to have you here.
Hello.
And maybe that's another Facebook user, possibly. Wow, looks like we got through everybody already. Wow, that was fast.
Yep.
Wow. Wow, thank you, everybody, for being here. I think that was much quicker than how we normally do. I don't know what we were doing before, but we're 7 minutes in, and we're already done. That was pretty quick.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I think we got to stop trying to stop and talk to each person individually as we're going through the names. I think that's part of what was going on.
Just say hello to that person and then just move.
Yeah, and I don't want to be rude to anybody. I want to say hi to everybody. I just don't want to, take up a quarter of the show doing it.
Talking about 5 minutes on each person.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody, for being here. What we're going to do now is play Sunday Spectacular and get into the show.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's your moment. You won. Yeah, listen, I'm surprised the rigged hasn't come through yet. So I know someone's going to say it, but
no one said it yet.
we went flying with Alex Haggart and Ken Jansef, and she captured that pano, and she showed me on her phone, and I was like, wow. Literally, wow, and that's what I look for. I look for a picture that makes me go wow out loud. And she did that absolutely great. Yeah, Chris says rigged. Yeah. So congratulations to my wife. She had no idea. It's a surprise. So I was happy to feature that. And, yeah, after 50 episodes, she won Sunday Spectacular. Can you believe it? Tonight makes episode 50 of the live show.
Wow.
Yeah, technically it's 51 because we kind of had I think the day before the live show we had a test run. But I have them all in a playlist. Before we bring in our special guest, though, I got a message in the mail, and I think they came from some elves. So I think before we bring our special guest in, we're going to play our little video that was sent to me here.
Oh my God! Santa here? I know him.
Hi, boys and girls. Wow, it's Christmas time again. And I really want you to know that this is the time of year everybody needs to love each other. Be nice to each other, no matter who they are. You have to be nice and wonderful to everyone. We have to enjoy every day. Ho, ho, ho!
I walked all day and night to find you.
And with that, we bring in our featured guest of the evening, Bob Dempsey. How you doing?
Oh, I'm happy as can be. I'm fine. I'm doing really good. How are you guys? How's Paul, Dominic? How are you? I always love asking Dominic, what time is it?
It's 10 past 11 Monday morning here.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So as I was saying before the show started, I know it's a little early for Christmas, but we're around that season, and we couldn't have you on the show without mentioning Santa Claus. So
thank you. I have to tell you, it's the best time of the year for me. You know, there's no other job you can have than you walk in any room and everybody loves you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody loves you. It's wonderful. But it's pretty warm in here, so I'm going to trade to the same hat you've
got another hat to show us.
Yeah, I wanted to say, by the way, I figured because you said you got one too, so I was going to wait for you to come on. Draymond Crawford sent us a hat and a coffee mug
package here. Very nice, yeah. Dre. Do you know Dre and we share a birthday. Our birthdays are on the same exact day. And I'm a little older than Dre, and I live about 260 miles from Dre, but I appreciate it, Dre. Thank you. Is he in the chat?
I haven't seen him in the chat yet, but I did see Lawrence Clark in there. Yeah. And I saw a couple other people. Andrew's in the house. How you doing, Andrew?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, that was very nice of Dre to, send everybody a hat and a mug. That was really nice. I wasn't expecting that. When he said he was sending me a package and he asked for my address, I thought he was going to send me some stickers to give away. He did. Yeah. He gave me a couple stickers in one of his cards.
Yep.
But he said he had sent them out to, give back to people in the community that were, active in the community and things like that. So yeah, so I appreciate it.
He has come on my show on a few occasions, unannounced, and made a significant contribution. He is so well educated in the commercial drone mapping and and that type of construction industry where he came from. So I mean he's really a natural for the drone industry, coming from the construction industry into an industry that utilizes drones every day.
Yeah.
So
We
yeah.
got Adrian in the house too. How you doing, Adrian?
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Lawrence in the house. How you doing,
Oh.
Lawrence? So, and that's what I like. Dre is a person to go to, especially when people in the group have questions about work related things or construction type drone
Yeah.
questions. I will always tag him in the post because he's a good person to ask for questions
Oh, yeah.
like that.
Mm.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So,
Well, good.
Bob.
Yeah.
So, Bob, I know everybody in the chat probably knows you, but if there's even one person out there that doesn't know who you are, why don't you introduce yourself, and more importantly, don't forget, let's talk about Old Farts with Drones, because you also run a group on Facebook, and it's I think the largest drone Facebook group.
Yeah.
2,000 members in it, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
why don't you introduce yourself and say something about your group?
sure. I started out. Well, I went to college in mostly in Illinois. I grew up in Chicago. I graduated from Arlington Heights High School and a school in Arlington Heights. Actually, it was St. Viator's High School in Arlington Heights. And Arlington is soon to be the home of the Chicago Bears. But anyway, I went to college. I wound up in Carbondale with Southern Illinois University. And I dropped out of college and went on the road with a couple rock bands. And I was a roadie and sound engineer for about 2.5 years on the road. One of the bands last band was REO Speedwagon. And so I've had a lot of fun in my life, and I've continued to have fun. So anyway, I wanted to get back into college, and I couldn't get a student loan in the middle of the year. So I had to wait 6 months, and a former college roommate had moved to Las Vegas, and he said, listen, you could get a job here tomorrow, I guarantee you. And he said, you can get a job here for 6 months, no problem. Come and have a good time. And that was in March of 1974. And I came for that 6 months, and it lasted 49 years. So then 4 years ago, I bought a drone 4.5 years ago. And I, like most of us, I'm sure like all of us, I got addicted. I mean, it was batteries are charged up. I'm checking the weather 2-3 times a day, so anyway, that was, my addiction started, and I started watching videos just like I'm sure all of us did. Yep. And then,
and then next thing you know, we have a group and a show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, so I don't know. I don't want to take up all the time, but I mean, my wife kept asking me, what are you watching? And I said, honey, I'm watching the Old Farts with Drones on the TV here. And she it was the best way I could explain what I was doing. And so it turns out the Old Farts with Drones I was watching was Ron Brown, Marcus Crawford, and Bill, the drone reviewer there. And as it turns out, I've now met all three of them. We've met in person, and I'm the oldest of all of them. So it was my fault. But we had a group of people chatting offline, and one of them got a young guy insulted them. He said, listen, old man, read the book before you ask stupid questions. And I heard that, and I went, maybe now's the time we start our own group, And
I did the same thing.
Yeah. So we started a group. I wanted it to be peaceful and friendly, and I've worked pretty hard to keep it that way. And it's 2 years, and we just hit 16,000 something or another. And it's, continuing to grow every day.
Yeah, congratulations. That's insane. It's got to be crazy to keep up with. I couldn't imagine trying to do a best of the rest for that many members. I don't know what's going to happen. If
Well,
we were to
it's
ever get that big, I'm in
rewarding.
trouble. I don't know what I'm going to do. In that case, I just have to add
Oh.
all the pitches and just shrink them all down so they fit inside one song and let them roll from there.
Oh, it would be a rapid fire,
Yeah.
like a time lapse,
Yeah, and that's the thing about a group. You don't expect it to happen. I didn't expect this group to grow the way it did.
Yeah.
When Chris had first joined too, he was one of the first members to join. He had like 4,000 or 5,000 people on his friends list, and he added a whole bunch of people. And it just seemed that once it started, it never stopped. It just built up. Before you knew it, we were at 1,000 people, and now we're like 3,600 members or something like that. I don't know what it's at, but
Yeah.
it just grew real fast, and just kind of it's evolved over time. And so I give you a lot of credit because I can't imagine trying to go through all that. Which will tie in later. I have a question for you later I'm going to ask, and that'll probably tie that whole aspect into it. But right now what I want to do is I want to share. You sent 2 videos to me. They're both short, so we're going to share them both.
Okay.
I'm going to play the video. The first one I'm going to play is the Calico Basin. I'm going to play
Calico
that
Basin.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to play that one first. You can narrate it however you want.
Okay. I'll set it up if you want.
Yeah.
It's Calico Basin is adjacent to Red Rock, and it's really part of Red Rock area. There's an area where the rocks are just vivid red, and there's a whole 13-mile drive through the park. And it's only like $5 a car or $10 a car, and as a Nevada senior citizen, I can drive through for free. But this is a little community right next to that. There's some exquisite homes here, and some people been building houses for like 10 years. This house has been under construction right there, kind of thing. But it's just a beautiful little desert spot out there. It's my white SUV right in the middle there. And hiking trails, it's a great spot. I like bringing people that come to visit Las Vegas. They want an old fart drone tour. This is one of the spots I always like to take people out, because you really can get the feel of this magnanimous mountains of color around you.
Yeah, I love the colors, the red rock, and just
yeah. Certainly nice. Different than looking at your fall color changes.
What drone were you flying here?
That might have been the Mini 3 Pro or the Air 2S, one or the other. It's I'm kind of 50-50 on those 2 drones right now. So, and
awesome.
There I am. Something I do in a lot of my videos is where I end it with me landing. And those are my 2 channels. I have another channel that I don't really promote, but
yeah, that was actually from that channel, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's the channel that I have Nightbot sharing. Like I said, I believe everybody already knows Old Farts with Drones. They're subscribed already. So I shared the link to
Bob Drones Adventures. Yeah.
Yeah. And also in the video description, I'm going to make sure to have all your links there, so it won't just be that. Everybody will be able to find you.
Oh, thank you.
All your links in the description in the group. I'll take care of that.
Yeah. Please watch a few videos. I'm trying to get my view hours up, but it has been really a rewarding, fun time, especially recently here. Thank you.
Yeah, we had, I forget who it was last week. Someone came on and they got some subscribers during the show. They had hit 100 subscribers, but then the next day all those subscribers are gone.
Oh, so yeah. You got to watch.
Everybody that was during the show went over and subscribed. that YouTube took him away. That overnight took him away. So I
think if you
I want to say it was Keith Russell, but I don't remember if it was him. But I believe it was Keith Russell who ended up with over 100 subscribers and lost
Wow.
them. So hopefully, yeah.
I do think that they have if you subscribe and you don't spend at least
You've
2
got
or
to
3
subscribe.
minutes.
You've got to watch for at least 3 minutes.
Is that what it is?
And then you've also got to comment to see that
Okay.
you've been there.
Yeah.
That's how I've done it.
And
And
it
that's how
locks
mine
it
is
in.
stuck.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna play the second video you sent me. It was Bob clips from Old Farts.
Okay.
And you can tell us whatever you want to tell us about this video.
Sure. I was on the Drone Seekers, and they just asked that's from my driveway. That's the strip back there, and that's Silverado High School field lit up there. And this is my subdivision, and this is down the street from me. This is a dry lake bed. This is a mountain resort that's like 45 minutes from here, where we can completely get into pine trees. And, this is a famous doctor, 2 famous doctors their Alzheimer's drug was just approved by the FDA.
Oh, good luck.
And I was teaching her how to fly a drone. And our airfield, our model aircraft field there. And this
I love the choice of music. I feel like, even though you're out in the desert, you feel like you're outside of a big city,
Yeah.
having a cup of Java.
Pray for Sex. This is a locals only beach on Oahu. And this is where Izzy, who is somewhere over the rainbow, when he passed away, that's where he was buried, sent out to sea. This is a little town. This is a homestead in Nanakuli Homestead. These communities were given to the natural Hawaiian people. And that's the tourist area there, Waikiki. And for some reason, it's G airspace right there.
Waikiki in Hawaii?
Yeah.
That's where Ollie Grayson, one of our group members, he
Yeah.
actually works right on one of the beaches, watching all the people surfing.
Yep. Italy.
Wow, look at that.
Santorini.
Yep.
This is the ritzy area of Santorini. That's us and our friends and our cab driver. And that's the Santorini desalinization plant next to us.
Yeah, I saw the smile on the cab driver's face. He was like, "Yeah, I'm getting paid for this American money."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tipped him well. And of course, most everybody.
You were at a diner. You were at a diner when you captured this, correct?
Yeah, there's a outdoor restaurant across the street, and the waiter told me it was okay, and the cab driver told me it was okay, and the DJI drone took off without a problem.
It was okay.
This is the Olympic Stadium.
I mean, you can argue with that.
Yeah. So and this is a upscale subdivision nearby me. Here, that's a local park. We've had drone meetups at this park, and it's legal to fly here. And then some more of the upscale neighborhood zooming by. I put a bunch of stuff in here fast, so and there I am, my fuzzy hair sticking out. And then this is flying with Integra goggles, flying the Air Mini 3 Pro with Integra goggles. I'm not real good with it yet, but
it's not about being good. It's about getting lost in it and having fun with it. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. Like the people who will say that the potato, the POS, they'll say, "Oh, that's not FPV." You're in the goggles. You're flying for FPV. It's
yes,
different.
it is.
It's different, but it's
Yeah,
And I
this
like
is
what
all-
you did here. I like how you combined a bunch of different drones and put it together to show.
Yeah,
You know,
and that's Nanakuli Beach at sunset in Hawaii. We have friends that live in that homestead that I showed you, so we got to stay there for a week. That's
yeah, that was great. That was a great compilation.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I also, while we
Yeah.
were watching your videos, I want to say thanks to John Gregory for sending me a $20 tip through PayPal. I appreciate that.
Oh,
What
nice.
time? I got a couple mugs left. It's getting close to time to order more, so I'll use that towards the mugs. Thank you very much. And
Yeah.
Will Miranda's in the house. How you doing, Will?
Yeah.
All right. So before we bring in our open chat panel, I had a question I wanted to ask you. I like to create a question that's more individualized for each person. And I mentioned it earlier. It's truly impressive how you manage to travel the world, spend quality time with your family, and successfully run a Facebook group with nearly 16,000 members. Could you share with us the secret to your time management and how you strike that balance in your life? Additionally, I'd love to hear about the way in which running this massive group has impacted your personal and professional life.
Wow. Wow. That's quite a question.
So, all right, we'll break it down. I'm wondering
No,
how
that's
you
fine.
manage your time.
Good. I'm not a good time manager. Okay, I'm just and that's not ever who I've been. Any of my previous employees will tell you that, and I have typically always had someone to organize me every day. I've been fortunate that I've run a graphic design business for almost 40 years here in Las Vegas. And I've had staff of people, and I've had people that, are handing me a to-do list to do every day. And over the past 4 years now, I haven't had that. We shut down our office the year before COVID. I tried to retire then, but I continue to get business and I continue to get work, and I'm staying very busy. And then this Facebook group blew up, and so I'm pretty much I take care of myself. I walk every morning for at least an hour with 2 dogs, and usually a neighbor here that I walk with, and I get exercise, and then I take an hour, sometimes 2 hours to have breakfast and get my head straight. And I go through all my email and, look at my calendar, and,
Yeah, and I think Scott made a good point. He said, well, he's Santa. That's how.
of course, kind of thing.
Well, and the second part of that question is, how is running the group or having the existence of the group and seeing the success that you've had with it, how has that impacted your life?
It's made me be on the computer and on my phone a lot more than I ever had. I mean, I was pretty addicted to, electronic devices before, but I'm even more so. But I mean, as far as I think it's making me enjoy a whole lot more. It is amazing how we can have friends like me and you, Paul, and me and Dominic, and we can have this friendship electronically, that technology has replaced geography. Used to be we would only be friends with our people in our neighborhood. That's why, in my grandfather's home and great grandfather's home in Ireland, there's 700 people, but there's 8 pubs. That's because that was their social media. That was their ability to get together and talk with people. And now we have that pub here on YouTube or Facebook or whatever it is, kind of thing. And we have this interchange of people and ideas and sharing our lives with each other. And I think that's the that's what's really that's how it's impacted my life, is I'm finding so many more friends. And
Yeah.
I have to tell you, you never have enough friends. You always need more friends.
And did you see the movie Hot Tub Time Machine?
Yes.
Okay, so you remember the kid is at the party in the past, and he meets the girl he likes. And he's like, "Do you have a this or that?" He's talking about social media. She has no clue. They didn't even have cell phones. She's got no clue what he's talking about.
What the hell he's
like,
talking
How do
about?
I find you? And she's like, "You got to come find me." He's like, "Wow, that sounds exhausting." Yeah, people don't meet like that anymore.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm gonna bring in some people for the open chat.
Yes.
We got Bud Bieber in the house. How you doing, Bud?
Hi, Bud.
Bob.
We got David Ross. How you doing, David?
Hi,
Hey,
David.
everybody. How's it going?
Good,
We
good.
got Alex Escardo in the house. How you doing,
hey,
Alex?
Bob
Alex.
and
Hey,
everybody.
Hey,
Right.
Alex.
My friend.
And we got Hot
Yes.
Rod in Daytona. How you doing, Hot Rod? I
Hi.
believe it's your first time on the show. Welcome.
Wow.
Glad to have you here.
Wow.
And we got Tom. I knew Tom was going to show up. Someone was
Oh,
talking Las Vegas.
thank you,
over
Hey,
there.
Tom.
Yeah.
Gotta show
Yay.
up for Bob.
Thank you. Are you, Tom, are you sick of watching championship parades yet?
Can't get sick of what I'm a New York Ranger fan, so I usually have to wait every 40 years for a Stanley. So
We're having
after
our
moving
second
out here.
in-
Yep.
We're having our second in like 4 months.
Last 40 years.
Yeah, we got the Vegas Golden Knights. 6-0 at this point. The Aces just won their second championship. So as soon as we can get a baseball team in here, Bob, we might have a shot at a World Series.
You want the Chicago White Sox?
Yeah.
No, it's quite all right, man.
Are you giving them
look,
away, Bud?
Yes.
Bud, Oakland already gave away their team. It's okay.
No, that's true. Yeah.
We
We're
got
working
them
on it.
cheap too. We got them
We're
cheap.
fighting with our teachers union about baseball.
Exactly. No, one thing, Paul, I want to say about Bob is Bob gave a lot of people something to do. I mean, one thing about drones is that it gets you out of your shell, so to speak, right? And then finding this commonality across these groups, Bob put it together and said, "Hey, we're a bunch of old farts flying drones. Let's get a community together." And you know what? He gave a lot of people a sense of purpose too, which is good. Okay,
Agreed.
we worry about when you are on that threshold to make that decision whether you're going to retire or not. One thing that pops into your head is, well, what am I going to do with all my time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm fortunate because I can say I don't know where I had time to work. I'm so damn busy now. But, being able to get together and me and Bob fighting in the middle of that dry lake bed, trying to figure out how to wear goggles and fly our camera drones, it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to look at this crowd, this eclectic crowd we have on the screen right now. Forget about
Oh my goodness. There's almost 50 people in the chat right now.
Yeah, there's 50 people watching right now. So
my God.
Yeah. I wanted to mention, by the way, I actually bribed one of your elves, Bob.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I bribed him for some information, and I have inside knowledge that you, sir, are a Boston Bruins fan.
Rock on, brother.
No. I had a bunch of hats.
I did something with the contest that we had last week or the week before, and I let the community.
The hat comes on. The hat comes
There
on.
we go. There we go. The hat goes on. And I wanted to do another community-based contest. Instead of me picking, I'm gonna share the photos. I picked 4 of them. I'm gonna share the photos first. You're gonna see them, and I'll tell you who posted the photo, and then I'm gonna put up a poll, and the winner of the first place, second, and third place winners are gonna be the top 3, the most votes, second most votes. That's how we're gonna pick the winners. So I'm gonna let the community decide. So if you don't have the YouTube chat open and you want to partake in this, now's your chance. I'm going to start sharing the photos now. It was actually the Flying Farmers Finale contest. I created a contest because, we have people like Bud who are in farming areas and they get, photography during harvest season, which it's in right now. So I said, well, let's have a contest for that. I gave him 2 weeks to enter. We had something like 30 entries, so it's not bad. It seems like a small niche of the community is an area where they can even capture stuff like that. But I wanted to pay it forward because I know Bud's so tired of seeing lighthouses.
No, I love them. They look a lot like silos with lights on
Get
them.
the lighthouse. If you're going to run a silo contest, you got to do a lighthouse contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point, David.
Fair is fair.
Yep. Yep. That's good. All right. So our first entry is going to be Carl Wilson.
Ooh,
Nice.
sweet.
Good one.
That is
I like
sweet.
this shot. He posted. Everybody could post 3 entries. Carl Wilson posted. This is what do they call long exposure shot?
Yeah, for a long exposure shot.
Yeah, if you're interested in learning how to do a style like this, I know Nick Smith inside the featured topics of the group. He has a guide on how to do photos like this. But yeah, this one's Carl Wilson.
Leaving the shutter open for like 3 or 4
3 seconds.
Yeah.
3 seconds. 3-second shutter opening. I've done them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show the photos first, and then I'll put the poll up, and then I'll show the photos again just to make sure you pick who you wanted to pick. And we have D. Paul Dye. So this is 308, but it's D. Paul Dye. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. Beautiful.
And then we got Todd Skirving. He's doing the same thing, long exposure, but at nighttime here.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
See, I'm asleep during that.
And Bud Bieber.
Shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I like the colors here, Bud.
Oh,
Yeah, the
thank
colors
you.
are nice.
They had because it's pretty monochrome. The rest of the shot, except the 3 machines.
Yeah.
I like
All right,
that.
I've placed
Also, the diagonal.
Were you
Yeah.
sleeping during that harvest, Bud?
Pardon?
Were you asleep at the wheel during that harvest?
No, actually, there's 2 kids in the cab of the tractor pulling the wagon. I was trying to catch them.
Ah.
So we have again. I just wanted to mention the names again before we continue. This is Bud Bieber.
Yeah.
This is Todd Skirving.
Yeah.
This is D. Paul Dye.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Carl Wilson.
No, I'm not even in the running compared to those.
Yeah.
Those are
I know
all.
you got half the votes right now, Bud.
No, those are great shots. But see, they're all at night. I'm asleep. Well, I'm passed out. Let's be honest.
That's a form of sleep.
All right, I'm gonna vote for myself. How's that?
It's the major part of my sleep, I
Oh, I
don't
got
know.
50%. No way.
Bud, you're in the lead right now.
No.
Sympathy bite.
But it's a great photo. When I saw it, I said, wow, that's a nice photo. That's why I picked it.
Thank you.
So we're gonna have a first, second, and third place winner. So like I said, the top 3 voted on will get it. Oh, look at Chad's voting for you out there. Hashtag vote Bud, huh?
So there's a lot. There's a lot to like.
You got some support here going,
Oh
I'll
yeah.
tell you who. Well, I got a question for Bob. I know we're in the middle of a contest. What was your first drone, and what's your favorite drone?
Well, my first one was a helicopter.
That's not a drone.
It's right
Oh
here.
my gosh. I can't fly those.
It connected to your phone, and the first flight, I handed it to my grandson, and it went into the roof, and it's never flown again. My first first real drone was a Mini 1. I got a Mini 1, and that was, I was hooked. It had to go back to DJI. It had a flaw. It started dropping, when I was flying. I would fly, and all of a sudden it would drop 20 feet. It was, I don't know if it was the prop thing back then. I don't know if you remember that. But anyway, and they sent me another one, and it worked perfect. It still works. I'm still using it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the fan favorite Best of the Rest now, and I'm gonna let the poll run until Best of the Rest ends, and after we finish Best of the Rest, I'll end the poll, and that will be our winners. But it's looking right now the way it's looking. It's gonna be Bud first, Todd second, and Carl third. Really
Wow.
nice. I'm gonna let that run.
Nice,
for a
I
while.
Bud.
don't get it.
That was a good shot, Bud. I like
Thank you.
Wow,
color
Best of the
balance
Rest
and the-
plays, it's like the overnight election returns. You never know.
yes.
And,
Hey, I was
just
an election judge for 30 years. Don't go there.
Yeah.
No politics. That's my
Yep.
No,
number
exactly.
one rule.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, so I'm gonna play Best of the Rest now, and if you could just mute your microphones for background noise. The file's too big; they won't let me share it as a clip. So I'm gonna play it, but just mute your microphones if you could, please. I was
Very
clapping
good.
the whole time, but because I'm
Wow.
not sharing it as a clip, it doesn't move unless I move it. You know,
Wow. 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 Wow.
Bud, you're muted.
What?
I got you now. You were muted.
That's excellent, man.
That's a wow.
How
No.
long does it take you, Paul, to do that?
all week.
All right. So between collecting all the content, it takes me 2 to 3 days to go through every post in the group and collect the content. But how it works is the group is organized in a way where the most recent post is first.
Yeah.
So I get on there usually on Wednesday, and I start at the very top,
Go
and then I start
backwards.
working my way all the way down until I hit the week before where I left off.
Yeah.
And what I do is everybody who puts a photo, I save it in a folder under their name. And if I come across another photo of theirs that I want to use instead that they've shared throughout the week, then I'll just resave it and overwrite it. But that makes sure that everybody that's posted gets a photo in there. Then I have to find the music. So I'll do collection Wednesday and Thursday. So it'll take me the better part of 2 days to collect all the content. And then I have to pick the music, and anybody who picks music knows that can be a pain.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
pain.
And then to edit, actually, this is something that I mentioned last week. I wanted to mention again this week was last week when I was going to edit for the show, I got an update for Power Director, and they changed up their entire UI. They added, they made it different, more streamlined, and it was like learning a bunch of things new for the first time while I'm trying to edit. It was rather annoying because I was on a crunch trying to make it for the show. I didn't think I was going to get the content made in time, but I did. But what happened is with this update, they've actually created a couple of features that actually allow me to do things quicker, like adding the names now. Instead of, before to add the names, I would put one name down with all the effects for it and the border and everything on it. And then I would copy and I would paste it down the entire timeline on each track for each person. And then I would have to go in, double click on the name, highlight it, copy and paste it, the actual name that's supposed to be there, make sure it's centered wherever it needs to be and saved. But now, once I click on that, a little option shows up in the top left, all my text options, so I don't have to, it's just click the picture once, I can paste the name, and it just makes it so much easier. So a couple of things they did actually helped me quite a bit.
Is that 365 you got, or?
Yeah, I did. I bought it for the year.
Okay.
I got a deal on it for a year, so I have that.
Yeah. Okay.
I have Color Director. I have, and I also have Photo Director.
Yeah.
That's what I stick with. Like I said, it works for me. I don't have this big learning curve of learning a new software, so it works for me. But so it can take me upwards of 4 days to do Sunday Spectacular and Best of the Rest.
Wow.
Because after I've collected all the photos, then I look in that photo and I try to pick my favorite one out of there. If I don't already have an idea which one I want for Sunday Spectacular, I will look through there and I will pick from that folder and say, okay, this is what I'm going with. But when I saw my wife's instantly, I knew, look, at 50 episodes, it's her turn. It's not rigged. Okay, get over it.
No, you picked the right one this week, no doubt.
Yeah, I was impressed. I couldn't believe it. We were all out flying, and she just likes to put the drone up. She doesn't really mess around with too many options. She just likes to capture photos, and she'll come over and she'll say, hey, look at this, and I'll look at the screen and it'll be a nice photo. But when she came up and said, hey, look at this, I had to do double take. I'm like, wait, what? I mean, the colors were nice. Everything was really fantastic.
The
only thing that sucked about it was she keeps it simple, so she saves in JPEG, but she didn't have it set to save a backup of the raw file, so I could recompile them and edit the photo for her. With all the things. But no, it's all right. The photo came out fantastic. I was surprised. The colors were nice and everything. So yeah.
Paul, do you use the raw files?
I do. I
Yeah.
did that. We were talking about this recently.
Yeah.
I actually took a
Raw files edit a lot better than
I took a
JPEGs.
wide angle pano when I was up at Lakewood and Pisaki.
Yep.
And I ran into an issue where I couldn't upload it to Facebook because the actual file was like 20 feet wide by 6.5 feet tall. It was like, humongous. And Facebook wouldn't take it, but the details, you could literally zoom in and see every branch on every tree. It was really nice.
Wow.
Yeah, but I had to compress it down. It worked out good. So the results are posted there. It was Bud, Todd, Carl. Yep, top 3. Very good.
Great job. Those were nice shots.
Well done, Bud.
Amazing.
Yeah, I love the long exposure. That was great.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wanted to say, by the way, that because it's the 50th episode tonight, we are going to do, I know some people have already put it in there, but tonight is going to be for the giveaway. we're gonna do. I'm gonna start collecting names now. It's gonna be hashtag 50th in the chat for your chance to win a United States Drone Society coffee mug. So I'm gonna start collecting the names now. Put in hashtag 50th USA only, please, for shipping reasons, and I'll draw that in a few. Wow, we had the show went by so quick. It's already 8:54. I didn't realize we were getting that close. And we made good
Guys, when we're
time.
having fun.
Past my bedtime.
Yeah, we made
Yeah.
good time with the saying hi to everybody in the beginning, and we didn't have a visual perspective. Again, I
I
apologize.
talked too long.
But,
You know.
No, you didn't. Bob, you
so,
are excellent.
William had
Oh.
edited.
Paul, tell William you're fired.
William actually, congratulations to William. He actually got a promotion. And you know that with any job, you get a promotion that comes with more responsibility. So he's trying to, and he was editing the skit for the show, and he had accidentally deleted files that he couldn't get back that he needed for it, and he couldn't recompile it. And he was taken off. He was actually taken off to go travel for a trip for work. So, listen, I appreciate it. He doesn't get paid for it. He does a fantastic job with it.
He does.
And,
He does.
I really do appreciate it. And
Fantastic job.
if something happens like that, even if he was just too busy and he couldn't do it, I understand. Life comes first. I understand he's got his promotion. With that comes a lot more responsibility. So kudos to him. And anytime just like I told Fisheye, I told Don if he wants to come back and do more Fisheye, he's always welcome to. Always make time for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did win me over, Paul.
Oh, you're talking about Fisheye?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning you weren't too much for Fisheye, and then you were like, you know what? Yep. After a while, it gets to you. Fisheye's great. I love it. I think Don's very creative.
Yep.
And,
I don't know if it was osmosis or what, but it sunk in.
Yeah. Well, you know what showed me was what William was a winner with this was when he was pulling up in a drive-through asking random questions to people in the drive-through for a
that was
skit. That's good stuff.
Those people were clueless.
So we have 26 entries. It's hashtag 50th. I'm going to share my screen. I'm getting ready to pull this soon. Hashtag 50th.
I'm going to go Will.
Oh, yeah. Don said he grows on you like a fungus.
Nice.
Good. Alex, everything good?
Everything good.
All right. I'm going to roll this in about 5 more seconds.
Okay.
Everybody, now's your last chance. Hashtag 50th.
Well, you got to try.
Good luck, everybody.
Oh,
Randy.
all right.
Yay.
Bud, you got to try and get a palm tree in the next shot. Okay.
All right, so, Randy, make sure you send me your address.
I'll work on that.
Yes.
Yeah, Randy, send me a message. Send me a message with your address on Facebook Messenger, and I'll send you out a mug this week, brother.
Yay.
Congratulations. So, all right, we're getting towards the end of the show. I'd like to go around and give everybody a chance to say what they want to say and promote what they want to promote. Oh, what's Bud got here?
I got my Midwestern lighthouse.
Oh.
Very nice.
$9 from Amazon.
Those coastal guys, versus the
Do they sell
Midwest
silos,
guys,
Bud?
the desert guys.
Bud,
All right,
do
so
they
we're
sell
gonna go
silos?
with we're gonna go right up the line here. We're gonna start with Tom. How you doing, Tom?
Good, Paul. Not much to report. Just enjoying life. Trying to keep my my skills up with the drone. I go out a couple of times a week just to launch it and get some stick time in. But other than that, just enjoying life. So thanks for the platform.
All right, Tom. Thank you so much for being here, brother. I hope you have some good fun flying this week if you can get out there. And I always appreciate having you stop by as a guest. Enjoy your week.
You too.
And we're gonna go with Hot Rod.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I was telling Bud earlier, I've sort of jumped to the dark side today, but with a little help from the community. So I went up to see Place It Here.
Oh,
Ken,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Ken
Get around it.
Ken
Oh, that is
Hoffauer.
a
I went up
guy.
to visit
Get
Place It
around it.
Here, and we got my GEP RC Cine 20 all set up and connected to my goggles too, and my Radio Master controller, and it flies and looks. And now I'm going to be spending hours and hours and hours in the simulator.
All right, and you're gonna be looking at your GPS drones now like this.
I kind of already do that because of the Avada. I really
Yeah.
want to show up to Bud's house. I want to have a race,
Bring it.
Avada race, man.
Bring it. We'll race under the bridge.
That little bridge. in
Okay,
the
that sounds
backyard
good.
there.
We'll race under the bridge.
Under
Yeah.
the
All right.
bridge.
Well, I appreciate having you here tonight. Thank you for stopping by. It's your first time here, so you're more than welcome to stop by anytime you want when we have the show. Thank you.
Yay.
Oh, there he is. All right.
There you go.
And Alex.
Well, thanks for having me on. It's always cool to hang out with all you guys, and with Bob, the special guest, of course, the honoree. And I have nothing to promote. I haven't been flying for video content. I've been mostly doing photography, which you guys know from this group. And I'm hoping to get back into the video aspect of it, but time will tell. And I'm just having fun. I'm having a blast. So... shout out also to the Drone Seekers International. Someone called me up and said, "Hey, they showed a clip from one of your videos." So I'm very appreciative of them. Thank you, boys over there and girls. And that's it.
Yeah, they're good over there. I was watching the show while I was lurking. I was busy, but I was lurking, and they were showing lots of clips there. It was nice to see material.
Yeah, keep shooting great pictures, Alex. So they're great shots,
That
man.
is awesome shots. I love looking
And,
at it.
Thank you, bud.
Yeah, thank you for
all.
messaging me back about that masking. I definitely want to hook up and talk more about that, so we'll do
Yeah.
that sometime.
Absolutely,
Pull
absolutely.
me in. I'm in.
Yes.
All right, have a great week. Appreciate having you here, brother.
Thank you. Thanks again, everybody. Bob, see you later.
See you, Alex.
Yeah.
And David.
All righty. Well, I guess as Paul mentioned earlier, it's been pretty crappy around here in New England, so I've been grounded. But I've been doing a ton of editing. I've been working on the new series that I've been mentioning all along, Captain Dave, Drone Junkie Maniac. And so I've got 4 episodes in the can right now. I want to try to get between 8 and 10 in. Hopefully in the next week or week and a half, I can do that. And then we can start talking about getting it out there on YouTube. Paul, I'd love to talk to you about the YouTube aspect of it and, things like that. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. And then I'll be flying down in Georgia in the Smoky Mountains at the end of the month. So that's my world right now.
Cool.
All right, David, we'll definitely be talking then.
Sounds good.
Appreciate it, brother. Have a good week.
All right. You have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
And Bud.
All right. I just want to say congratulations, Paul, on your 51st show, whatever it is.
50th, yep.
Great job once again. So did I win the harvest picture thing? Or?
Yeah, you did. You gotta. I'll be sending you a landing pad.
Excellent. Because I already have a mug. So anyway, I'm not promoting anything. I'm just hoping the sun comes out tomorrow. The leaves or the wind blew a lot of our leaves away yesterday, but hopefully there's still a few. So fly safe, everybody. Have fun. Bob, pleasure talking with you.
Nice to
Dominic,
meet
as
you
always.
again, Bud. All right.
Benjamin,
Good
quit
deal.
picking your nose.
All right,
Thanks
Bud.
again,
Have a good
Bob.
week, brother.
Appreciate it. Everybody have a great night.
Thank
Night.
you.
And our guest of the honor, Bob. We've had Nightbot sharing a link to your channel all night, so say whatever you want to say, promote what you want to promote.
I'm really not promoting much at all at the moment. I mean, obviously, if there's promotion going on, you can go to oldfartswithdrones.com and there's hats and shirts. I'm going to put in a big order of hats before I leave in 10 days from now. We're leaving for Nairobi, Kenya. This is part of my wife being a travel agent. We got a can't pass up thing on a safari, an 8-day safari in Kenya. And we're going to do that. I'm praying that the Pocket 3 gets to my hands before we get on the plane. And then I'm going to, I'm going to spend, a week and actually 2 weeks and 5 days in Africa. And then I'm coming back and right before Thanksgiving. And then, from that point forward, I have a mission until the first of the year. So thanks for having me. I enjoyed this so much. This is just great.
I enjoy seeing you on all the shows, especially around Christmas time. And you bring joy and happiness to a lot of people. You're with your kind attitude and just your joyous laughter, and it's the time of year to spread happiness, and you do a great job of that. So I appreciate that, and I enjoyed having you on the show. And make sure you send me the link to that merch shop, and I'll add that to the video description also. Any links you want me to share, I got you.
Partswithdrones.com.
Yep,
I got when I decided to do that name, I got it everywhere. I bought the domain name. I got it on it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere you go. It's all Old Farts with Drones.
Yeah, great. Well, you have yourself a great week, Bob, and
thank you.
I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great night. Oh, sorry. And Dominic.
Well, not really much to promote other than that. Just get around it. That's all I've got to say.
Sorry, I clicked on my wrong. Thank you for being here. Well, I'm going to take the floor now. Just want to remind everybody that mental health is an issue that affects a lot of people, more people than you realize. If you're struggling and you need help, there are ways for you to find help. You don't have to do it alone. You can reach out to your family or your friends. If you can't get any help there, reach out to your local community. Reach out to your online communities. Dial 988. Contact your local hospital, fire department, police station, whatever you need to do. Reach out and get help. Don't do it alone. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Bob was such a great guest. I was, happy to do the little Santa segment. That was great. And I see Mark Sullivan in the house. How you doing, Mark? I don't know if I missed you earlier, but I see you in there. I'm glad to have you here. With that, I'm going to play the outro. I thank everybody for being here, and I hope Chris feels better. We get him back here next week. Oh, yeah, we do miss Ray Kelly on the panel. Roll the credits. Roll the outro now. So, Dominic, the other day, I had a man approach me, and he tells me that he's looking for a man with one eye.
Mm-hmm.
I told him he might have better luck finding him if he used both of them instead.
Yeah.